So in conclusion, ladies and gentlemen, neither this government have all the answers or how best to assist SMEs in growing and sustaining their business. However, we try to listen, and we learn, and we welcome your thoughts on how we can better support SMEs. And I think the network concept here is very much, I'd be very delighted to help in any way through the European network offices to ensure that the new Horizon 2020 funding and the COSME funding, that the 2014-2020 from Europe will be very beneficial. In conclusion, thank you once again to everyone involved with this event. It's a great success to see so many people here this evening. I hope you have a very productive, enjoyable evening. Thank you.
John, I wonder could you answer. Sorry, John, I wonder could you answer the question. You talked about easy finance and soft loans, right? You got $2.5 million from AIB yourself. I wonder, the people of Leitrim and Roscommon have asked us. We're all from Roscommon and Leitrim asked us to come up to answer the question because he won't answer them. How did you get $2.5 million out of AIB when? Danske Bank, you have judgments against you. While people in Leitrim are being put out of farms, they're being put out of farms. You got a soft touch. You haven't answered in the Dáil. You haven't answered your parliamentary colleagues. Can you please answer the question of how you got loans to clear? You haven't disclosed it, and you're a public representative and the minister. You should be disclosing it. We had a friend here from the EU office also, talking nonsense here to us. So can you answer the questions, because we're not leaving until you answer the questions tonight that the people of Leitrim want to know, and Roscommon, how you got soft loans. Yes, you got soft loans. You're the minister, and you should not be availing of the loan facilities.
Sorry, I think the minister might do that question.
Sorry, the minister has refused to answer this question for the last number of months, and I'm sorry for interrupting your meeting, but we came here. Sorry, the reason there's so many people here tonight is because you advertised it in the paper, and the people asked us to come along tonight to ask the questions of the minister. He won't answer in the Parliament, and he won't answer.
I did say that there would be questions at the end, so what I would say to you is perhaps at the end, if the minister had time, he'd be willing to have those.
No, he can answer. We will leave. There's a lot of people here. We can all stand up if you want to see how many people are here. We want the minister to answer the question, and then we can leave.
Well, I think at this stage we have agreed the questions to be taken at the end. We haven't.
No, we're asking them. This is specifically for the. Sorry. Well, if we have to do that to get the answers from a minister and a government whose policies are a shambles for the small business. As a businessman myself, policies are a shambles, and we have him coming along here and an EU minister. There's elections on at the moment, and the EU minister here for information should go back to Europe and send a message to Europe that the policies are not working. So I'm asking the minister to answer the questions about his loans. He didn't stand. Sorry, he did. You can call the guards. He didn't stand with the people of Leitrim last week in the Bush Hotel, his own county people. So John, why didn't you stand with the people in the Bush Hotel last week? Because Danske Bank is evicting people, and you got a soft touch. You got a soft touch.
It's very, very unfair on people like me who are members of this network. It's very unfair on us.
Sorry,
this is our monthly meeting.
Have you been evicted from your house? Have you been at an eviction?
I don't own a house.
Well, sorry, you're so lucky. The people that he represents, this government, have policies that are putting people out of their homes. And the man from the EU, it's EU policy also that's evicting people. Not since Cromwell. The EU is on a par with Cromwell in enforcing banking policy on this government.
Have this opportunity to hear people
banking
speak
policy
here.
on this government.
So actually, it's very unfair on us to members, the ladies who are
It's very unfair on the people of Ireland that this minister can gobble up $2.5 million of small business people's finance out of AIB and won't answer the questions.
I actually agree with you, sir. I do agree with you, sir.
Yeah. Well, you ask the minister to answer the questions and we will leave.
How are you doing?
How are you doing?
Apparently there was some kind of an interruption and you were asked to leave.
No, we were all invited. If there's it's a public meeting. We were invited, and the speaker refused to answer the questions, and we're waiting for him to answer the questions.
No, that's fine, sir. I'm not having an issue with that. What I'm having an issue with is now the people who are in charge of this venue have asked you to leave.
Right.
And you can either.
Sorry, half of us here. So if you want.
Sorry. What I'm only concerned about.
Sorry, there's a whole group of us here, right?
Well,
so we're here to ask a government minister to answer questions about how he got loans.
I'm not asking.
It's a public meeting. No, but they invited.
Right, I'm not going to talk at you, so don't talk at me.
Sorry, they cannot put us out. They've publicly invited everybody here. Okay.
The owners of this camp are entitled to put anybody from inside.
Who's the owner? Sorry.
The people running the venue.
Can you get the owners? Because nobody has come here. We've met. Seeing as the minister hasn't put out to us, we will leave now. Okay.
You're gonna leave.
Yeah. Okay? Out of respect for you.
Thank you.
Out of respect for the Guard. And not for the officials from
it's not
the
really-
officials. No, this is a
not
public
my-
building. This is a public building, and these are your officials. We staged a protest because we were told that John Perry, the Junior Minister for Small Business, was attending here an event sponsored by AIB, who have provided him with cheap loans and soft loans, as being described, for $2.5 million, when no other small business can get loans out of AIB. So we decided to come along here to ask Mr. Perry questions that he hasn't answered in the Parliament up the road. So he refused to answer the questions, and he also there was an official from the Information Department of the EU, and we also told him that he should take the information back to the European Parliament that the people of Ireland are not happy. So basically John Perry refused to answer any questions. He's refused them in the Parliament, and he's a public official who has drawn down loans of a large nature without disclosing it, and we feel that this matter has to be brought to a head. He did not turn up in the Bush Hotel last Friday to stand with the farmers of his own constituency, and they also pointed out that he was a man that needed to answer the questions, that they're being put out of their farms by Danske Bank, and he managed to get judgments written off, or they vanished. So we'll ask John Perry to continue to answer the questions.